Well, hello again everybody, welcome back, and today we have a look with a little bit of a story. The block of wood here is just to space it out so the tailpiece will actually work. But I got this sent to me by the lock-picking lawyer, and it's a challenge lock pinned up by Clay Miller. So there's the key bitting, quite nice. Now when I got this lock, before I picked it, I went to make sure it was all working fine, put the key in and couldn't get the key out. So I finally managed to get a shim in and actually pulled it apart and gutted it. And what had actually happened was one of the pins in here is a pinning pin, and the bottom of the inner pin had a little serration in it, and the tip had actually snapped off and jammed in the lock. So I managed to get it all apart, all back together again, worked out. That was 3 weeks ago, and I've been trying to get into it ever since. So I know the binding order, all works nicely still. I know exactly what pin should go where, but it is such a sensitive lock, hardly any tension at all, and some of the pins need the very lightest of touches, some need quite a bit of forcing. So we'll see if we can get into it today and get it gutted, and then I can show you the offending pin as well. So let's get on with it. So we start off on 1, and with 1 we get a very slight movement on the core. 2, we normally get a couple of clicks, slight movement, and we've got counter rotation on those. Then we've got 3 is loose. 4, we get a tiny little click. 5, a tiny little click, and then 6, we have to try and get the pick under, because that's bound up tight, and once we've got it under we just need to be really gentle, because it only needs a tiny bit of movement, and if we get it right, we should get a little drop on the core, which we haven't. So let the tension off. So it's not even binding now, but 2 has dropped. So we get those couple of clicks on 2 again. Then that was 4. Right, we've got a click on 6. No, that was 5, sorry. And right, we might have actually got 6 there that time. So we check at the front again. And 1's dropped. And there we go, we got 1. There's 2 set, 3 still springy. 4, a couple of clicks on 4, tiny click on 5, now 3 is binding, and we've dropped into a deep 4 set. This is where we get to the point where we either manage to pick it or we don't, depending on which pin is now just holding us up. Sometimes I think it can be 6 or 5, but occasionally we can get a pin to just move and it'll open. Other times the whole thing is just completely locked up. Right, 3. I'm going to ease back And there we go, we got 3 that time I think, and we've got a slightly deeper full set. And that was 5. Finally got it open. So let's get the vise out of the way, get the pinning tray in, adjust the camera, and let's have a look inside. So screwdriver. There's the screws. Right, let's turn that up a little bit. I am going to stick a shim in here just in case. There we go. Grab the follower. And there we go. So it is actually a 7-pin core, but only pinned for 6. If we can see in there. So we have threading in 1, 2 and 6, and it does look like a bit of counter milling, even undercutting in 3, 4 and 5. We'll have a proper look in a minute. So we have a serrated, and again, and again, and again, all handmade serrated pins. Let's just arrange those. Get a close up of these in a minute. Then let's have a look in the top. So in number 1 we have a drunken spool. I think that's what they call them. Number 2 we have a pin in pin. With the outer part of it actually serrated. Number 3 we have a T-pin. Oh, dropped it. Right, I'm pretty sure that was 4 and that was 5 from memory. So in 4 we have like an old style Assa, or in 3 sorry. In 4 is a new style assa. Then we have the offending pin in 5. I'm missing a spring somewhere. There. And then in 6 we have another drunken spool. And let's get a bit of light. So we have 7, 6, 5 and 4, 3, 2 and 1 all look serrated. I'm not sure if we can actually see that in there. See if we can get the light in from this way. Maybe not, but they are all serrated, threaded. And in here, so 3, 4 and 5 are all undercut, and the others are all threaded. And this pin here is the one that originally, I don't know if we can get this on, not too much shadow. Let's get the light down here a bit, see if we can get better light on there. Let it focus. There we go, the tip of that actually had a little nub on the end, so effectively it was serrated. But that's the little bit that had actually snapped off when I put the key in. So let's get my light back where it should be. See if we can get, there we go, close up of all these pins. We're focusing, yeah. So a very nice set of pins. And a lock that's been holding me up for 3 weeks. So anyway, thanks for watching. Thanks for sending me the lock picking lyre. And see you again soon. Bye.